So writing this in radical form, the index would be 3. The radicand would be everything inside of the bracket, so the negative 64. And like I've said before, if we have an exponent of 1, we don't really need to write it because it's not going to change the value. So the cube root of negative 64 would be negative 4, because negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4 is negative 64. B is slightly different than A because there's no brackets around the negative 64. When there are no brackets around the negative 64, that means that this 1/3 exponent is only for 64 and not for the negative. So what this technically means is we have like negative 1 multiplied by 64 to the 1/3. So I'll write my negative 1, and then when I write 64 to the power of 1/3 as a radical, well, 64 is the radicand, 3 is the index, and with the exponent being 1, I'm not going to write it. So it's like we have negative 1 multiplied, cube root of 64 is 4, and together that would come out to negative 4. Because the exponent in C is negative, I'm going to first make that into a positive to make it a little bit easier to change into a radical. So 64 to the power of 1/3. So now we can write this as a radical. So 64 is the radicand, 3 is the index, 1 is the exponent, and when I simplify cube root of 64, that is 4. So we get 1 over 4.